This is the website that we're going to optimize. So we're going to be adding a blog feature up here and be putting all of the blog content on there. This is a do-it-yourself lawn care subscription box. So every month people pay a fee, and every month they get this box sent to their door. And this is mainly for do-it-yourself people. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for keywords and do some keyword research onto what is the best keywords to go after and how we're going to structure the blog. So we have to have categories. So we want to start with, we want to have a bigger picture of how many categories we're going to end up having, but we always only start in one category and we write at least 10 articles in that one category. So this is going to be easy to do with content at scale. After we have those 10 articles written, then we're going to create what they call a pillar post. And in that pillar post, it's going to go through those 10 items, not copying it, of course, but it's going to do kind of like a roundup where the pillar post is going to have sections. And each one of those sections then will link to the smaller article will link back to that pillar post and vice versa usually. So that's called interlinking. But for the sake, and I believe that Content at Scale will do interlinking now, but for the sake of just working in Content at Scale, we just need to know the keywords. So usually our SEO team is going to provide you with the keyword, the titles, and the keywords that they want to be put into the article. In this case, we're going to go and discover those keywords right now because I'm changing the system of doing those, of discovering keywords. So right now I'm looking at his site and we see that they offer on month one, you get a soil test kit. And then month two, you get the fertilizer, weed control, bug control, and the pH control. And then of course it shows you a map of how many times a month where it snows a lot and everything. These states here, of course, they're not going to have it as much. All these southern states are going to have to do it every month almost, except for there's only 2 months where they don't have to do anything. And then it just keeps showing you more and more how many months that you need to be working on there. So that's a good feature, and that's also a good chart to add to a blog article as well. And then here's some more information that we can use to understand what keywords we should go after and what kind of content this website is going to be good for that we can order from Content at Scale. So we see that it's natural, so we want to really talk about the naturalness of it. That it's not, if it's non-toxic, things like that, we're going to want to talk about that. And things like that. So it looks like it's pretty much a do-it-yourself system where people are taking care of their own lawns. So let's go into his keyword research here. And this is in SEO Surfer. So we're going to start our search here. Now, not all of our clients have this product. This one is not cheap, so a lot of our clients are not going to have it. But the same rules pretty much apply no matter what keyword research tools. Now, we at GIDFM, we use some extensions on Chrome. So I'll just go here. So what I like to use is we have this one here, which is our Harpa AI, which really gives us a lot of options here for SEO. When we come down here, we will see we can do a keyword report. We can extract and research keywords from a competitor. We can do a keyword strategy generator. And I think we can also outrank another SEO article, and we can complete an SEO audit. We could also do a keyword cluster, which is very important, which we'll use that. And then a 6-month SEO plan is really good. Landing page structure. So there's a lot of really great things to use on here. So we can a silo website structure, which is very important. So we put in a list of keywords and get a silo. Now, so let's go back. So this is a very good tool and it's easy and it just adds to your Chrome bar. So we're good there. The other one that we have is, oops, I don't know, I was trying to get rid of this. Oh well, oh, there we go. No, it doesn't do it for me. Okay, so another one is going to be keywords everywhere. So we have Harpa AI and then we have keywords everywhere, which will give us a lot of information as well when we're doing searching. So that one's really good. And then we have another one called um, keywords. It's hold on. It's not SEO Pro extension. Oops. Oh, I lost it. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's not on my. No, it is on here. It's not SEO Quake. It's a newer one that I just added. I wonder why it's not right up here. Um, Maybe it's the Pro extension. Yes. So this is by Marketing Syrup. And this, as soon as I click this, see, it tells me what the title is. So we can do this with competitors, of course, so we can come up with really good titles. A description about it, the URL, and then it'll tell me how many H1 tags, two, threes, fours, how many links, how many images. It'll give me how many words are on this page. So on this word count has to go way up on this page. It's very, very low on this page. And then we can look at the headings. See all of this. This will help us when we're writing blog posts, especially when we're studying other people. It'll tell us what the internal links are. So what other pages they're ranking for. Images, it'll tell us what their alt tag is. Not good at all because they're all the same. So all of this needs to be changed. This is what we would do in an SEO audit, of course. But I just want to show you. And then schema, it doesn't, I don't believe he has schema. No, he doesn't have schema set up. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go back into his SEO surfer. And I know for sure by looking at his information that, and he had this company, which they didn't do a very good job, but they had this company that gave him some ideas. So DIY lawn care is going to be the major keyword. Okay, so DIY lawn care should be the title of his blog. It should be the main focus. So that would be the top of the silo. And then we would have, and we're going to just start with this as the first category. We're not going to go into these. These are other categories. We're not going to do that. We're going to create a DIY lawn care guide, which will become this pillar page. But these assisting pages are going to be your response posts that go into this one. And we want to write these ones first because they're going to rank faster. This one's going to be a lot harder to rank for. And then they have other ideas for some keywords. DIY lawn care for beginners, that's a perfect one. And we're going to first see if we can even write these. And then these we're not gonna work on those. So this is where we kind of want to stay right in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this DIY lawn care for beginners that I really like that because that's going to be a very easy way for him to sell. We're going to go back to his Surfer SEO and we're going to put in that keyword and we're going to create the keyword research and see what comes up. It's taking a while. In the meantime, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this keyword and I'm going to go to a Google incognito window and go to Google. Sorry. And then we're going to type this in to see what the competition is. So we're going to disregard the sponsored because those are paid ads. And then we're going to look at, oh, Pennington Seed is they have this rich snippet. Now, eventually this will go away, but we're not going to worry about that now with the new AI that Google is coming out with. But we will see that I have my keywords everywhere already here. And we will see that the difficulty is a 52 over 100, which is not bad. And off-page difficulty is a 55, on-page difficulty is a 47. So it's medium. You know, we'd like to have it in the 20s, but that's just not going to. So related keywords that we can talk about is they have lawn care for dummies PDF, which we cannot use. Why? Unless we're selling the dummies book, because that is a registered trademark. Sunday lawn care, don't know exactly know what that is. Do-it-yourself lawn care schedule. Perfect. That's a really good keyword. So we're going to want to open our notes. What I would do is open up, oops, sorry. Well, we're just going to do it in notes, and I'll just call it Troy because that's the client's name. And I am going to take some of these do-it-yourself, because these are ones that I'm going to want to copy. Well, actually, let's just copy them and put them on the list, and it's easier for me just to delete what I don't want. So I'm going to take off this one. We don't want this one. I'm not going to research Sunday lawn care. I don't think that's really good. So I like this do-it-yourself lawn care schedule. We don't need the Reddit one, so we're going to get rid of that. We don't want to rank for that. And then the Scots, we're not going to want to compete with them. Maybe later on we would. Sunday looks like it's a brand, so we're taking that one off, taking this one off, taking this one off, and we've got, whoops, lawn care steps for spring, do-it-yourself lawn care schedule. Those are good. And then people also search for do-it-yourself lawn care schedule. Okay, we got that. Lawn care for dummies, lawn care, DIY lawn care products. That's another good one. Lawn care subscription. Look, they actually search for that. So we want to put that in there definitely, because that's exactly what he sells, right? So we're going to put this on the list. DIY lawn care subscription. And we also wanted, oh, DIY lawn care products, which that's a good one too. All right, and then long tail keywords, lawn care, how to do it yourself. The problem with that is it's not a real good phrase because of the fact that that would look weird in a title. But this do it yourself lawn care steps, I like that. So we'll do this, do it yourself. That could be a subheading in the article. All right, so one of the things that can happen is as we're doing all of this, we might change our minds and do a pillar post instead of a response post or instead of a staple post since we can use content for scale for all of this, in case we discover that it's going to be really hard to rank for the main keyword, which was DIY lawn care for beginners. Put that in there. All right, so if we have, that's going to be our main top of the silo, okay? So I know that we can rank for this, but let's just go ahead and I'm going to make this small here, and let's just go ahead and do some people also ask. So we come down here, great place to get some. How do you take care of a lawn for beginners? Again, that's another one since people actually ask that. I put the wrong notes there. So we want to grab that. See if we can spin that in there somehow. And then when should you fertilize your grass? I wouldn't put that in there because that would be a different article. What should I put on my lawn first? That might be, let's put that, let's go see first if that's, we're going to want to spin that too. The soil should be tested, right? What do I need to start a lawn from scratch? Now that's going to be a totally different topic, but I really like that. Let me see, as a new article. So I'm just going to put on my notes here different so I don't get them mixed up. I'm going to put that one in there. A lot of this is intuition. Now, I don't own a lawn care company, but I do have a lawn. I know a lot about landscaping and stuff because we've had clients before that do this for run local agencies for lawn landscaping companies and lawn care companies. So we have a lot of experience, but also, even if you don't, you can just use your intuition. It's like, it's common sense questions that you ask yourself about what people would ask and where does it fit into your structure on the blog. Here's some more that came up. Can I just throw grass seed down on existing? These are great for later on, which we're not going to go there right now. But so this guy here, Pennington Seed, is the toughest one to beat. And so what we want to do is we want to take a look at the rest of the page, because we don't necessarily have to get this to get clicks. So on page 1, from 1 to 10, we definitely want to be somewhere between 1 to 10. So this one here, it says 10 beginner DIY lawn care tips that work. Good, it's in the UK, so that might not, someone in America buying the subscription may not be interested in the one in the UK. But this is a very good title for an article. And I have a lot of tips about SEO with titles with a number in there, which we'll go over in another video. Then we have the Family Handyman, which that's going to be a very easy lawn care tips. And you see that even though this is a super high domain ranking site, the thing is that they have a lot of traffic and all of that. But the problem is I have DIY lawn care for beginners, and this has nothing to do with beginners, right? It just says ease, and then they put in parentheses the DIY. So I think we could even beat this. Now, here's where we come on problem, is videos. When videos show up on the first page of Google, like this, and then like this means that Google assumes that someone wants to learn from a video. So I would highly suggest to our client to create videos, because this is going to be where he would rank really well and sell his subscription service very well over video. Now, sometimes if you see these videos, it's not even worth going after that keyword phrase. But in this situation, it is because I believe we have so many of these people also ask questions, as well as these other, oh, here's one in 13 easy steps. So lawn care for beginners, and that's not, I like this one, and it is not, it has the word beginners in it. Yes, I like that. We do not put parentheses. So let's, of course, Google is still showing rankings with that, but we no longer do that. That's something we did many years ago, and we don't do it anymore. And then I want to just show you there's Better Homes and Gardens. So a lot of times that will scare people away because it's really tough to beat these people. But let's go and see. I think here's Summer Lawn Care for Beginners. This is a good one. And this one we could definitely beat. So I know for sure we can get to number 11, only because I'm looking at all of their traffic. I'm looking at their, it's 47 over 100. And we know that tons of backlinks. It looks a lot like spammy stuff going on there. They have a spam score 1%, not too bad. But referring domains, that's not bad. Domain authority is a 47. So, and, we're starting at a 0. So we kind of want to beat the ones that are 20s. And this one here, okay. That's his traffic. This is the UK one, which I don't think is really going to be our. Now, Handyman is a very top. Look at their organic traffic. Like their code. Like this is really, really hard to beat. But the reason why I think we might have a chance is because of the fact that because of the fact that it's not exact. So, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this article we're going to open up this article from Easy Handyman, okay? And we are going to go into well, actually, I think we're going to have to go take them out of in our regular Chrome. We'll take this and we're going to come over here. And we have this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Harpa AI and we're going to analyze this. I'm going to come down here to our keyword report. I want to do the one that says outrank an article. All right, so we're going to just press enter and it knows. And it's going to write me an article that supposedly will beat. Wait for just a second, make sure it doesn't, see, it stops sometimes. So we can say continue. I don't know if this will work. I might have to. It's kind of, that's what happens with the AIs. They'll stop like that. So did it continue yet? Let's see. It's not. It's kind of stuck there. But anyway, it gives us an idea. Here we go. Oh, and it mixed up so of course you can't just do it. You can't go word for word from AI anyway. So, but this gives us a good idea of what it would take. You see how it just stops like that? So this would be how. All right, so it's saying that we can, let's see if we can dominate. Not sure. What we're going to do next is we are going to just stop it right now because we don't need to do this for the sake of the video. And I am going to go in here and let's do create a keyword report and SEO content plan for one keyword. So let's try that and put in, what was it? DIY. Let's make sure we got the right one. DIY lawn care for beginners. All right. And it's going to give us a whole item, a whole table of everything that we're going to need. Let's see if it'll let me make it bigger here. No. Okay. So then it'll tell us too that it's informational, which is good. And all of these are informational. So these will tell us, it'll give us the keyword to use in the article, the search intent, the title. So this is going to be different titles, right? So these would be some of the articles that we could write under the DIY main topic. So these would become part of that category. I would probably do a little bit more SEO in here, but this is a great section here. Now what I want to try to do here as well is, let's get rid of this guy, and I don't need to do that for him. Let's do here, and I want to go into the next thing we're going to want to do is go in here and extract the keywords from his article. So we know that, press enter to go up to it'll do up to 3,000 symbols. It's not words, so you have to be careful of that. And then this is going to give me the list of keywords that are in here and how many times, the density of it, how many times it's used. So his SEO surfer is also going to do this for us. But some of these are not keywords, and this is the problem with SEO tools. You still have to use your intuition, because chores is not a keyword, okay? Create a is not a keyword, all right? Expert advice, not a keyword. So a lot of these are not, so you have to look at that and think, is that really going to be something that I want to put in there, right? But at least we know that some of these are going to be keywords that they have in their article that we definitely want to cover. Crabgrass, pre-emergence, we want to borders, cutting height, very important, right? Shade tolerant. We're going to talk about different grass species, but not, and that should be a different article itself. So I don't see where I'm actually starting to think we can really rank above this guy. Let's go over to theirs and see what they have. All right, so here we have 112 clusters for the main topic. That's a lot of clusters. But Springs Lawn Care, okay, and I would not say Springs, I would say Spring, right? This one will give us a list of keywords. Lawn care, how to do it yourself, caring for the